Greetings! This video will give you a step-by-step guide on how to create an account and start playing the game Star Citizen in its alpha release right now. We're coming up on Alpha 3.0, which is very exciting, and so I'm assuming that lots of people are going to want to start to play who haven't before. And so this will walk you through the process on how you create an account, how you download the client, how you download then the game, and ultimately start playing in the Star Citizen universe. So the first thing you want to do is open up your web browser and go to robertsspaceindustries.com. There it is, robertsspaceindustries, all one word, .com, and that will bring you to the Star Citizen website. Now, why isn't it called starcitizen.com? That's a good question. The reason is because Star Citizen is only one half of the game that is being developed. Star Citizen is the online multiplayer persistent universe, and there is another first-person narrative single-player experience called Squadron 42. And both of these are part of, they kind of fall under the Roberts Space Industries banner, umbrella. So you can't play Squadron 42 yet. It's not released. It's not far enough in development. But you can play the alpha version of Star Citizen, and first thing you need to do is create your account. So when you get to this website, you're going to go to My RSI over here. There should be a little red light if you don't have an account. Click on My RSI, and this is where you will normally log into the website. But if you don't have an account, the first thing you need to do is enlist. So enlist now. Oh, and here, we'll get rid of these cookies and privacy policy things. So the account creation screen is not unlike probably several other account creations that you have gone through. You're going to create a login ID and a password. You're going to confirm your password because you don't want to get that one wrong. You need an active email address, and you'll confirm that email address. So just enter all of these. Your login ID is what you're going to use. It's mostly private. And it'll be your username and then your password, your birthday, and then over here you'll get to your more public information, your handle and community moniker. This is what people will know you by. So this will be your main, what they're calling a call sign on the website, and then your community moniker will be when you post forums and things like that. It'll be the name you're known by. It's okay to use the same name here. That's what I did, PopStarCitizen. And then here's the most important part to me is this referral code right here. Here, let me give you a referral code to use. This is my referral code. It's star XJ6G HWV6. What that will do is it will start you out with 5,000 UEC. That's the in-game currency. And it'll also give me a little referral point that I can use after I get enough to turn in stuff. So it's a win-win for both of us. If you don't use that referral code, you can still start the game, but you start with only 1,000 after you buy a package. So this will start you out ahead of everyone else if you just use that referral code. And then you'll see this security image right here. It'll be different for you. It's a randomly generated image, but you'll just enter that in, agree to the terms and conditions, and then you will click Enlist. And when you click Enlist, it will send an email to the email address that you put over here. So when I said it was a real email address, that's why, because you actually have to check this email. So you will go to your email. There will be an email from robertsspaceindustries.com asking you to confirm your account, and you will click the link in that email to confirm your email account, and then you will have a logged in properly account for Star Citizen and Roberts Space Industries. So we're going to switch over to my account now because I already have one. And here we go. This is my referral section right here. But so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to need to buy a ship package. So you've created your account. Here, let me close this out. It looks a little confusing. If you've created your account and you are logged in, there will be a green light over here on the My RSI. If that's still red, all you have to do is click on that and then type in your login information, your login ID and your password, and it will log you in just like this. And what you're going to do next is you're going to go to the store, hover over it, don't click on it, and then you're going to go to Game Packages. Game Packages. This is how you will get access to the alpha releases of Star Citizen and get playing right now. There's a couple of different options. The base starter packages are you're buying a ship in the game. So the Mustang Alpha starter and the Aurora starter. Here's a couple of things you need to know. In the game, there's lots of different activities and lots of different stuff you can do. The Mustang Alpha has weapons and a cargo hold, but it has no bed. It's going to be much more maneuverable, and it's going to be a little more focused on the fighter side of things. The Aurora has some weapons and cargo hold and a bed in the actual cockpit of the ship, but it's going to be a little less maneuverable. It's going to be focused more on hauling cargo than it is on getting into the fight and staying in the fight. They're both still very versatile starter ships. It's hard to make a wrong choice here. In the end, my wife and I, we both chose based on which we thought looked cooler, and that's the Mustang Alpha. So, why is a bed important? You might be asking. The Mustang Alpha does not have one. The Aurora does. A bed will let you lie down in-game and then log out without risking your ship in its current location. If you don't have a bed, you're going to need to land somewhere. You're going to need to get out and put your ship in a safe place. Otherwise, other players may come along and take advantage. Now, a lot of that gameplay mechanic hasn't been enforced yet. It hasn't been implemented because we're still in alpha, but that's coming down the road. So just try to plan ahead which one is more important to you. Once you pick one, you can later upgrade your ship for more money, or you can transfer from the Aurora to the Alpha for free. But I have not seen a lot of Alpha to, I haven't seen a transfer from the Alpha to the Aurora. So you might, if you don't know what you want to do, you might be best just picking the Aurora and knowing that you can change that later. So once you do that, you're going to add it to cart, and then you're going to, assuming you don't want to buy anything else, you're going to check out. Now, real quick, let me just go back. If you would like to spend a little bit more money, if you want to get access to Squadron 42 and you know that you want to play that single player game after it's released probably several years from now, then you can click on this package or this package. It's $60 rather than $45, but it includes Squadron 42. If you're not sure, then at least for now, after you buy one of these packages, you can, for $15, add on Squadron 42 later. I'm not sure how long that option will be available though, because the further the development goes and the closer we get to release, the more likely it is that that price is going to go up. So there are some other ships here you can get for more money to start with. They're better ships than these, but of course these ships are going to be available in the game for in-game currency once we get past probably 3.1 or 3.2. So in later releases, you will be able to buy ships without spending real money. You'll be able to use game money. Hence, that referral code that will give you 5,000 extra UEC in game. You get a little bit of a head start on getting your next ship. So all of that. If you've decided which one you want to buy, you add it to your cart, and then let's go to the shopping cart. I've used the Aurora as an example, and then you're simply going to go to checkout. And once you're at checkout, you can use your billing information. You can pay for it lots of different ways, and you purchase the ship. And I have already purchased ships, so we'll just go to my hangar right here. This is all kind of startup-er stuff, but this is my package. The first one I bought was an Aurora LN, and I've upgraded it since to a Constellation and lots of other things. So once you have all this, now what? Now, how are you going to download the game? How are you going to get started playing? Well, the first thing you have to do is download the client. And so we're going to go to Star Citizen, download. And your stuff should be here. It'll give you a checkoff to give you a step-by-step kind of process on what, if you haven't done one of these important steps, it'll let you know, and then you can go back and make sure you take care of that. And all you're going to do is download the installer. So when you click on that, it'll be however your web browser handles it. I'm not going to save this myself. It's a 106 megabyte download, and then you're going to install it. I've already installed it. So you're going to download this file, and then you're going to launch the setup file and walk through the steps so that you can set up the client. That won't take very long, but there's a big step before you can start playing. So let's go ahead and open up my client. Okay, so here we are. After the client has downloaded, you've installed it, and you pull it up, you open up the client, you will be able to log in with your same login ID and credentials, and yours is going to look a little different because I have already downloaded the full game, which is I think 40 megabytes or 40 gig or something like that. It's a pretty large download, and so my game says ready to launch, and I can click on this launch game button. Yours will need to go through a download process, which may take, probably hours depending on your bandwidth. And so, go bake some cookies, go do your taxes, something. And then come back after the download is complete, and it will look like this, and you'll be able to launch the game. And now all you do is hit launch game. Now, this may take some time. Remember, this is an alpha build, and so it's still in development. They're still working hard at completing the game, at smashing bugs and updating content and adding new features. And so know that you're not getting into a polished experience here. You're helping to test the game as they are creating it, to give feedback, to share your opinion. And that's one of the great, amazing things about this game in development. I think it's why it has crowdfunded so much money, is because the developers really, truly are invested and interested in the community's feedback. The community is like another person on staff who is helping to make the game. It's really great. So once the game is fully loaded, you will see 3 different kind of sections here. We'll get back to the universe. That's the one that we're primarily talking about right now. There are other options. Star Marine is the standalone, dedicated first-person shooter style of game. So it won't be the persistent universe per se, but you will be able to play in PvP matches on certain levels. Think of it like Call of Duty or Battlefield. You get to play with other players against other players, and on a first-person shooter kind of basis. Arena Commander, very similar idea, except instead of first-person shooter, you're playing against other players in a starship. So you can do Vandal Swarm, where lots of enemies come at you and you shoot them down with either other players or AI bots. And then there's also a racing mechanic here. You can also do PvP and play against your friends and play against strangers. So if you want to just jump in and you don't want to deal with any of the other exploring mechanics or get to see the universe at all, you can just jump right in and start shooting things. If you, however, like me, you want to go into the universe, you're going to click on that. This is going to be the persistent multiplayer section. And here we have more options. Crusader and Area 18. Area 18 is a kind of like a tech demo of what it will be like on the ground. It is a port with shops and other players and You can see off in the distance the city that's going to be in development and all that kind of stuff. But you can't really do much there other than kind of walk around and look at things and maybe buy some stuff. So the first thing you're going to want to really do is go to Crusader. This is the actual persistent universe where you can get in your ship and fly around. So you click on Crusader. There's some options here. I always just leave this as best, although you can choose manually which one is best for you. And then you're going to visit Spaceport. And again, we have to wait for it to load. And a lot of this stuff isn't very fast right now, but it is in development, so we expect this to speed up. And we wait patiently for adventure to come to us. Still loading. Still loading the game. So don't panic, because it takes a while. Don't get worried that your game froze or something. It'll take some time. Something's happening. Oh, look! The game is beginning. Right now, every game begins the same way. You wake up, you get out of bed, and then look at this. Here we are in Star Citizen. Shortly, I will be posting videos on how to control things, how to actually call your ship up and get started and start playing the game. But in the meantime, right now, that is how you create an account, how you buy a package, and how you get playing Star Citizen. So thanks for watching. Please help out by liking, sharing, and subscribing. And most importantly, when you make your account, please use my referral code. I'm going to put it up on the screen one more time, and it should be down in the description as well. So have fun, and I'll see you in the verse.